So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Second down, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis to throw it. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Chicago first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now Gordon on first down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get the football here. Muscles him off. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow. a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock winding down. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. A beautiful fake. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. 2nd down, Winston. Coleman has it here right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. Jameis now on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Jameis on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Gordon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, now!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now back to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Buck Allen as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Winston. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Come on, let's go. Try and 38. Try and 38.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw, Winston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Second down, Winston. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down following the incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Jameis to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Flex round. Here we go. What? Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Going. It got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 58 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Buck Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw to Allen on the dump off. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Chicago first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Allen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one will go down as 33 yards. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a toss play. Allen. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On the toss, here's Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Buck Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On On second down, Winston again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Winston going underneath for Gordon. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
After a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is...
And Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a carry for Allen. And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you and I'll look.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Buck Allen with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A second down throw for Winston. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion, Patterson. One last shot now, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Ready, blue lady. Ready, blue lady. Easy, 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 easy. Ready, blue lady. 150, easy, easy. Ready, blue lady. Ready, easy, easy, easy. Ready. Ready, blue lady. Let's go now. White 25. Let's go now. Blue lady. Easy, 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 easy. Ready, blue lady. Easy, easy, easy. Ready, blue lady. Sonic.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Manning's Giants. With that, we're off to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we bring in the two men who will call our game, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Tell you what, Charles, I want the orange slices that Beckham had at halftime in Week 6. He had 11 yards in the first half. Second half, 211 yards and 2 touchdowns.
You think they were the frozen ones that melted just right?
Whatever.
Remember that? Remember that when you played Little League Soccer and the whole deal? There they were. But he is just so incredibly fast and sure of himself downfield. He has really picked up the pace. I don't know how you cover him when he's on his game.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Manning to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from second to third down. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And give him 12 yards and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. Try to hit his tight end, Donnell, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Janoris Jenkins combines excellent coverage ability with supreme confidence in himself. He thinks that no one is going to catch a pass in his area. Calls himself Clamp City.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This is White on the screen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Well, last week we talked about Gronk being happy to have number 12 back under center. He heard us and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Career high 162 yards in week 6.
Healthy again, has Tom Brady back, so you know that brings out all of his inner Gronkness. And when he is playing at that level, look out. He's having fun out there again. And, boy, he's producing at a really high level. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Brady, right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Maybe a little of both. Throwing now is Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Brady will look to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So after the INT, it's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check out his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
In motion, Gronkowski. From the gun, it's Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Brady to throw again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drive.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady's going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Cruz has it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Jennings. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings, 35 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Brady now on first down. Caught left side, Bennett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down, New England.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And New York set to take the field. So after the INT, it's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Manning to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Manning to throw on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Well, that's the kick-starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps it off to Lewis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Brady throwing on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And now some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways, it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes, they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Brady to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And right side caught Hogan. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady to throw on second down. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Bennett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Again, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Kerry Wynn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On play action, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. Brady will look to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They give it off here to the tight end. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we got the big tight end still down after the last play. Well, you can bet that they would hate to be without his services. One receiver left, two to the right. Manning going to try and throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. And they just did not get the snap away in time. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. He's got Cruz complete. That one good for 14 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Final minute now of the third quarter. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. So after the INT, it's Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Brady throwing on second down. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it gives the Pats a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Brady to throw again. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's caught at the 3. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Backing up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. The play clock's running down. Now Manning underneath for Jennings. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 64 yards. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Into the red zone now. Manning caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Again, it's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Manning to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Victor Cruz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out come the Patriots. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Brady to throw. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Brady now to throw. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Brady to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Defense showing blitz.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Brady now on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. That'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Call it a gain of 5. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now, because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
To throw, it's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 1st down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And on 2nd and 10 now. Brady to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is...
And now the Giants, they get the